Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Ragin' Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store for you today. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team from the American, the Rice Owls, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ragin' Cajuns have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Owls offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well,
welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Ragin' Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store today. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. And the Ragin' Cajuns will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Rice's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Jackson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Running behind that left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll toss it. There he goes. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Touchdown, Rice. Great job by the back on the option.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they certainly finished it in style with a 71-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raging Cajuns offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Got it behind the line. It's Sampson. All kinds of room to the right. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Raging Cajun. The extra point here would tie the game. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they turning it on? Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Owls are flying down the field. The give to the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. He's up to 86 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. Now the pitch. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll try the toss to the left. Got enough for the first down. Breaks into the open, and he'll race it to the house. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dennis. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. The give to Davis. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
The Raging Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. He rifles one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Catch in the middle, it's Barnett. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the air, it's Jenkins. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. He now has 74 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Rice.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UConn is getting dominated today. And, the folks in stores deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to Duke. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snatches it on the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Raging Cajuns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to throw, it's Winfield. Trying to barrel in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's the handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the left side. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. The Owls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Moving away from pressure. Rolling right and going deep. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Looking for a man, it's Jenkins. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Pulls it, fired complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Raging Cajuns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the sticks. It's Jensen. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Hand off from the shotgun. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the option, quarterback on the keeper. Finding open areas. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. Motion from the back. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Makes the grab on the big throw. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football there.
And that's a live ball. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. On the option, he'll keep it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
They'll immediately call timeout.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces the fourth down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quick toss. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They go 83 yards on the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
That's caught. It's Williams. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Winfield. Makes the grab. Nice move there. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Raging Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover zero, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
They believe they can run right here. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Owls can really attack on this second and short. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Gets it past the marker.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The option look. Now the toss. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Owls have taken it inside the 20. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Sweet cut there. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going.
Touchdown, Owls! And the route is on.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 2 to South Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping it, turning it on. Got enough for the first. He's at the tag. Touchdown, Cajuns. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Right. Over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Jenkins. The screen. He can go. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. The sure hands. It's Barnett. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game. So we're starting to get late.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
To throw, it's Winfield. Bringing the heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Finds the tight end. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And the Raging Cajuns will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the...
Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Owls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll toss it. Picks up the first down. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
On the option, it's Jenkins. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Owls!
Number 12 in the end zone.
He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll run it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looking downfield, it's Winfield. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab at the 10. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Louisiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying.
Oh, he's got some space. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. To the ground with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
The Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the toss. They tried to go Smashmouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. This is hardly a surprise after converting their first 2 fourth down attempts. They'll try it again. They'll run the option. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 15 over South Alabama. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield, it's Winfield. There's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Raging Cajuns come to the line in the hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got a man. It's Davis.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. He's got him. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider.
On the run, it's Alexander. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Owls! And the stomping has commenced.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal, going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
Get set, get set. Ready, go.
Powers forward. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown, now he makes his way in for the two-point conversion. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Winfield. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Raging Cajuns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Robertson. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jensen. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. we've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on a squad from the American, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense will have the football first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
With the catch, it's Broussard.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great ready moment.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Wegman. Got it in the middle, it's Connors. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
It's complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Houston! Hello! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
So the Rice Owls offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best player.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well.
Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run the counter. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, he would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Now the toss. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll send the back in motion. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rice.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
And he tacks on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. To the air, it's Wegman. Tight end finds a soft spot. Turns it on in midfield. Into the secondary on the right. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the timing just a hair off. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. To the ground. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Jenkins. Using the quick game. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. Touchdown, Cougars. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The pitch. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats.